Okay. Why do I look so deadly pale?
You never go out.
No, it's the color balance.
Ah, okay.
I gotta fix the color balance. Anyway, we're back. I'm gonna give you an option.
Okay.
Would you like to talk about a serious topic or play a game?
A serious topic.
You want the serious topic?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a serious topic.
All right.
But before we get into it, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video. They sent us a beautiful bag.
Oh yes.
Here you go. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Just kidding. It's not her birthday.
Smell it first. It was this very nice.
Smells like class. Okay, take the bag out.
Oh my god, this is such a nice bag. Oops, it's this one. Today it's a silly mood.
And you want to film a serious video?
Yeah.
Okay.
There must be a contrast.
Right. So here's the bag.
It's beautiful.
And it's so cute.
It's
and
so
this
cute.
one is not very heavy. It's like perfect for daily use.
Yeah. You wanna try it on me? So it's not that big.
Yeah.
It's not big. It's very light.
It's the
It's
perfect
very
size.
nice. I usually wear bags like that.
Well, we can elongate it. It's adjustable
Okay.
there.
Yeah, it's short.
You want to elongate it?
But it's okay. Let's.
Give it to me.
Okay.
So as you can see, now I look like a classy lady instead of a teenager. And it comes with a wallet attached. And you
Cute.
can put your cards in it. Oh my god, I feel like such a grown-up. And then it just tightens shut.
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it is made
It's
from
real.
real leather.
Yes.
It's made here in Italy, which is amazing. I just want to say that if you're vegan or you're against leather, I understand, but for me, this is a lot more environmentally friendly. Just like having one good quality bag, because this will last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, my mom had a leather bag and it literally lasted her my entire childhood. So
Yeah.
it does last, and just having one that you really love, that you take care of, is so much more environmentally friendly than like buying 10 cheap ones that are basically made out of plastic.
Yeah.
And then they end up in a landfill and it's awful. I'm really not a fan of, consumerism and throwing things away.
Yeah.
I want things that last, and this is definitely something that will last.
Yes.
And I'm gonna take care of it like that.
Yeah.
They're very honest about their pricing. You're not paying for the label, you're paying really for the quality and the material and the workmanship. So I'm gonna put the link in the description where you can go and check out the bags, and you can also use this discount code. Thank you again, Teddy Blake. Really appreciate
Thank you.
the bag.
Yes.
And we're gonna use it.
Yes.
I love it.
Awesome.
I mean, it's ours. You can use it too.
Yes.
Oh, this one's called, what is it called? Eliza? This bag is called Eliza, and it's the 8-inch one. Now let's get into the video.
All right.
So we wanted to talk about this comment that we received.
Mm-hmm.
Now usually we don't respond to these kinds of comments, but this one didn't seem like a hate comment to me. It just seemed like really somebody's perspective of our relationship.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about it. What the comment basically said was that they were checking in on our channel after 2 years, and they said, wow, it's still such a toxic relationship.
So we started wondering, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Are we in a toxic relationship? Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
You
So
think
what is
so?
it? What is it that this person noticed about us? What is the toxicity that she noticed?
Well, I don't know, maybe because it was left on our Q&A video recently, and I made the title kind of clickbait. Do you ever think that she's not the one? But we did answer that question honestly, which was yes.
Yeah.
Like, we do think that maybe...
Yeah.
Or not?
I don't know what is a more toxic. Very often in a relationship you have thoughts, and you don't share those thoughts because they might make the other one feel a little bit insecure, unloved, and all these things. What we do usually is like if we think something, maybe you're not the one, maybe, well, sometimes I think about, I wish I had some other partner in that moment. And we actually share those thoughts.
Yeah, or when I have a dream that I'm with like somebody else.
Exactly.
I share that with you.
Yes, so we're very open about that. So our relationship is not perfect. And we're very aware of that.
And it's kind of not typical as
well. And it's not typical, and we don't want to make this relationship perfect either. We don't have the expectation of a relationship being perfect. So is that maybe why people might perceive that this is toxic? I feel like a relationship is toxic when you have thoughts and you don't share them because you cannot share them.
Yeah.
So if you cannot share them, it means that there are some unresolved issues, or you don't want to trigger the other person,
or they're insecure about the relationship, like what if they actually leave me?
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about then what makes a relationship toxic in your opinion.
Well, the fact that you cannot really share everything. I was in a toxic relationship, and I remember that I had to tiptoe around my partner, right? Because I was afraid that they would get upset if I had to say something, what I was really, really feeling, or if I was attracted to a different person. Because it happens in life that you feel attraction for other people, even if you love so much the person you are with. But it might be something fleeting, I think that what doesn't make a relationship not toxic is being honest with each other in everything. So I think it's a good start for having a relationship where you can feel relaxed. You feel relaxed in a relationship. You can share everything. You're not judged about it. That's what I think is a good start of not having a toxicity in a relationship.
First of all, this relationship formed really organically. I didn't think we were ever going to end up together, in all honesty.
Neither did
I. We developed such a strong friendship that we really didn't want to be away from each other's presence. When I was hanging out with other people, in the back of my head, I was like, I wish she was here. Like, why isn't she here? And I don't know about you, but that's the way it was for me.
Yeah, I was missing you when you weren't there.
Before you
know
it, we were living together.
It's the same thing nowadays. When I'm away from you, I start missing you.
When you talk about romantic relationships, it becomes something else. It's not always the movie fairy tale. And maybe that's where I feel like, maybe she's not the one. Because it doesn't feel like what I thought it would feel like. It doesn't look like what I thought it would look like.
And we miss that feeling sometimes, because it's such a good feeling, right?
Yeah, and like being in love or feeling butterflies.
Yeah,
I miss that feeling.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to live without you. I don't want to picture my life without you.
Yeah.
So that's why, we're married. Basically, that's why, because we didn't want to separate.
Right.
Could you picture your life without me here in Italy if I was?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would feel such a void in my life. I don't know, because it's the level of connection I have with you that I couldn't find it in any other human being so far. It's complete. It's almost complete.
But what makes you say that? Because a lot of people think I'm the toxic one. Because I'm very emotional.
You're very emotional, but you're you. I mean, your level of awareness, even when you go through things or when you do something that is a bit off track or out of alignment, there is a moment when you tell me that was out of alignment. Your level of awareness in the aftermath, when you come out of that tunnel where you go into, it's really remarkable to me. It's remarkable. So, and that is what makes me grow this respect, because there is a respect towards you and towards who you are. And so and that makes this connection so real and true, and authentic. I don't know how else to say it.
In other words, I know when I fucked up.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, without me saying anything sometimes, or sometimes saying like complain or something maybe.
And it goes both ways, right? Sometimes you step over the line too.
Oh my god, you make so many times
cry and but then you just come around really fast. Like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's not just a sorry sentence. If you noticed, it's more of elaboration where we make each other understand that we really got it.
I wanted to talk about trust because I had a really rough time growing to trust people in general, not just you, because when you're traumatized or you have PTSD or something, it's kind of like being a shelter dog. A dog that's been hurt by humans is not going to trust humans very much. So there's like this rehabilitation process.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that. I feel like a shelter dog where I didn't trust humans at all, including you. And it's like the smallest things made me feel like, does she not care about me? Does she really not love me? Like, for example, you can leave the mosquito nets open and it makes me get bitten by mosquitoes. And in my head, it automatically feels like maybe she doesn't care about me, because if she cared, she would realize how much this makes me suffer. If you make noise in the mornings and you wake me up, even after I told you multiple times, then maybe I feels like maybe she doesn't love me. Because if she loved me, she would have the empathy required, to not make me suffer. It's all these little things giving my brain the signal. Can I really trust her? Does she actually care? She says she loves me, but does she actually love me? And I feel like I'm finally coming to a place where I'm kind of convinced that you really do care and that you really are trying your best.
And then also I found toxicity in relationships where you don't always want to do things together with the other person, because the other person maybe they don't like it so much and so on. It's not their favorite, but because they are a couple now, they have to do it, or it's etiquette, it's part of the etiquette, right? I invite people over, but I wanted to invite, I want to spend time with those people, or maybe you don't want to. But in many relationships, even if the other partner doesn't feel like it in that moment, they feel forced doing it, and they do it for the other.
People pleasing.
Exactly. In this relationship, we really respect that aspect. If I want to do my things, you're totally supportive. If you want to do your things, I'm totally supportive. We don't chain. There's no chain, ball and chain.
Which is why we have separate bedrooms.
Exactly.
Because that's a boundary for me. Like, I want to sleep.
Exactly.
All alone in the bed.
Exactly. And that's a part of so many other things that we live on a daily basis. And that makes actually this relationship, as I was saying before, very relaxed. And if I feel relaxed, it means there's no toxicity in my body about this relationship. I don't have to worry so much about so many things, right? So, and there is trust. There's a lot of trust as well.
Which was built over time, I guess.
Yeah, trust. For you, that was the kind of trust you needed. For me, it was almost always there. Because,
why was it almost always there?
I don't know. I felt that I could trust you because I knew that if you were keeping up with that level of awareness, but if you were to fall off that level, I cannot trust you anymore. But at that point, I knew that we would have taken different paths. I knew it, that was the moment. Maybe because I entered this relationship, maybe because of this, and I'm realizing right now as I'm talking to you.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, did I miss something? Are we gonna separate? Is that what you said?
No, that I entered this relationship already trusting this, and I knew that in the moment where I couldn't trust your self-awareness, we would have taken different paths.
Okay.
Does it make any sense?
It's the same for me because I say it in different words, where for me it's like if I ever found myself in a relationship where somebody is hurting me and they're not aware of it, goodbye.
Yeah.
Because I care about myself enough not to keep myself in a toxic situation.
Yeah.
I feel like a healthy relationship is, in a sense, an extension of a healthy relationship with yourself. You know, letting other people know, like, these are my limits. And this relationship, I feel like I can be the most myself. In any relationship I've had throughout my entire life, like, this is the most
me too.
I can be myself, and that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's for me the measurement stick. The more I feel myself in a relationship, and the less toxic it is. I feel.
True.
Yeah, because I can
safe.
be myself. I feel safe in this space, right?
Me
with
too.
You.
And I feel like you're not going to judge me. You're not judgmental at all. That was proven to me when we had the karaoke night, like a few nights ago.
Oh my God.
And it was
fun.
so much fun. And it was so
It was
fun.
just me and you.
And I just felt like so not judged. Like, I don't need to perform. I don't need to be good or bad. We were just having fun. And I felt like that was really healing for me, actually.
Nice. Well, for me too, because I'm really embarrassed singing in front of people because I have no voice. I mean, I said, do you want it to rain or like something bad, like something bad happening here where we live?
No.
Then I'm gonna sing.
It's not.
But it was fun. It was really fun.
I felt like you did pretty good sometimes.
Thank you.
There were moments where we were like accidentally harmonizing.
Yeah.
You were the low, like, you have a
Yeah.
very low voice. Oh my God,
I'm
she's truly an alto. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a mezzo soprano.
So my measurement stick, as I said, it's that. For you guys, you have maybe a different one. And we would love to hear from you, and we would love to hear your comments, your opinions. We really cherish them. And
What do you think makes a relationship toxic, and what do you think makes it good?
And we would like to hear also from the same person who made this comment to see what they think about.
Wait, we didn't respond to like a little part of her comment, which was about me not getting my needs met in this relationship, and that thing. So I feel like we can have a lot of different needs. One of my needs is, for example, being myself and not being judged, and being accepted for all of my shortcomings and sensitivities and not being judged. And those are really huge needs that are like being met for the first time in this relationship. So that's a huge need. And also like the need for secure attachment, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some other needs that I might have that are not being met in this relationship, and I'm aware of that, which is why like I tell you when I have dreams at night and I'm with other people, that for me is meeting another need that's not being met here. And that's a reality. And we're just being very open and honest about it.
I remember in my past relationship, as I was saying before, there was a lot of toxicity, not because of my partner, but also because of me. Because I had needs that were not met, but I had a lot of expectations. And like, for instance, one common expectation is I do so much for this person, and this person's not doing as much for me. So I was basically expecting this person to do the exact same things that I was doing for this person, right? And that I learned that it's really like that expectation is so screwed up.
It's pretty unrealistic.
It's very unrealistic, very much. But I was young, I was still developing my brain and my emotional, thing. And so now I'm in peace with myself because I have no longer that expectation. I'm so free of that because I give what I want to give without expecting anything back, and I appreciate and I'm so grateful for what I have, right now, what comes to me, that it makes me happy. It just makes me happy. It's not always wanting something that you don't have, always wanting something that you don't have, and never focusing on what is given to you. So that's something that it's a toxicity that you are creating for yourself. It's not in the relationship. Of course, it has impacts on the relationship from my perspective, is reflecting onto the relationship. But really, in the end, there's no a toxic relationship, but there is toxicity in the individuals that form the couple.
Everybody has their own limits. Like, for example, I don't have a lot of energy, so I don't even have a lot of energy to give to myself, let alone to give to somebody else, right?
Right.
So if I don't have the extra, I can't.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with how much I care about you.
Yeah.
It's just like my personal limitations, right?
And this is a good example because on my side,
yeah.
I would love to do things and I would love to go somewhere. Like sometimes, let's go to the mountains, but you have problems in the car, feeling nauseous and not having.
By the way, I just want to say it's not that I never get in the car.
Yeah,
I do get in the
she
car.
gets in the car.
Let's clarify.
Yeah,
I
not as
put
often.
up with it, but like not every other day.
Yeah. So, and I want to go and visit a place. And you're not really interested like in churches or old stuff or whatever. I don't expect you to do it because you have your limitations and I expect you to do it. So I have friends I can do this with and I care about how you feel because why would I want you to sacrifice yourself to please me? Yeah. It does, and the same goes, same thing.
Yeah, like for example, the other day I was making these keto brownies. We even made a video about it. And then you wanted me to make them again.
Yes.
But I didn't really like them that much, so I wasn't really eating them. So I made them again one time, and it's like a lot of effort, right? Like the whole process, it's a lot. And I made them again just for you, basically.
Yeah.
And then when you asked me, can you make them again? For me, like honestly, it was a no. Like if I had forced myself do that just to prove to you that I care about you, I would have resented you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a lot of energy that I don't have.
Yes.
Not even to give to myself, let alone give to you.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, how about you do it? I'll tell you what to do. You just do it for yourself. And then, in fact, as you were doing it, like when you got to the end of it, I asked you, would you do this for anyone but yourself? And you said,
no.
Because it's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of work. If I had to do it only for other people, forget about it. I mean,
and guess what? That is the mark of a healthy relationship with yourself, first and foremost, because you have to be the one that you care about the most.
Exactly.
Not anybody else, right? You put your oxygen mask first, nobody else. And then, if you have extra, you give. That's a healthy thing. That's a
I think so. I think so. I'm learning so many things in this relationship, actually, that are very healthy. Things that I don't see very much around. And I see, like my parents, for instance, it was a bad example. bad example. My mom lived her life being so self-sacrifice or this self-sacrifice or person.
So you had that example.
I had that example, and you expect other people to be self-sacrificial too. Not only you are doing it, and you expect that other people are doing it. So it's not healthy. I don't think it's healthy.
So that's pretty much it. This is our kind of response. I don't think this is a toxic relationship, but let us know what you think.
But thank you for the person who left that comment to leave that comment because
it sparked a conversation.
It sparked a conversation. Yeah. So we like thought-provoking stuff, and when it's said with love and politeness, I would say.
And I think she was pretty polite. It didn't come off like a hate comment,
no,
which is
absolutely
why I didn't
not.
delete it. But anyway.
But and we would like to hear also from this person what she thinks of. About it, and so
see you next time. And don't forget to check out Teddy Blake.
There you go.
Links in the description.
Bye.